That's it, we're in. Okie dokie. Get your that sheet over there, I'll quick read. There we go, that's what we need to do. Hey, Joy's on. Right. Joseph Morgan, hello. Say
oh my gosh, 48 or... Boo, 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 boo. Where did it go? Balloon! My balloon. I bet at least one balloon's going to pop this.
Yeah, I think so too. Ooh, let's turn our volume down. I was going to be hearing ourselves, so you need to get back.
Hello.
So if you're stood there, Dave, look, if you're stood there, no one can see you.
Is this high enough?
That is high enough. Oh, Mummy's on.
Where's the balloon gone? Where did the balloon go? Does anyone know where the balloon went?
Try a different balloon. Here.
I've already lost it. My balloon. It went down the back. I just saw it on replay. Oh.
Don't fall off the chair.
No.
Oh. This is. Winner!
No, it's still going.
Morning, Anne. Morning, Alan. Ooh. Oh, taste. Taste. Oh, straighten the old camera now. You could paint. Why don't you paint on the top one and you stand on that all the way through?
Yes!
Yeah?
Yes, I can be the tall person.
Okie dokie. Okay, let's get.
Where did the balloon go?
Right, let's put this over here for you.
This is the special balloon.
Yeah, that's that for you.
Hilda!
Morning, Jules. Hi, Alison. Hi, Jane. Hooyah! Right, you've got to make sure you don't hit this tripod, haven't you?
Okay.
That's been real bad. Susan! Morning, Susan. I don't know if you're going to throw that.
Granny and Pepper.
Granny and Papa will be watching, certainly. They're always watching. I need to get this.
Daddy, pass the balloon. The balloon cannot touch the ground.
Oh dear.
No, the balloon touched it. From now on, me and the balloon cannot touch the ground. Me and the balloon. This is Mr. Bloopy. No, Mr. Bob. Me and Mr. Bob cannot touch the ground. But Bob can touch the air.
Oh, morning Alison from Whitby. Oh, there's so many people on this already, Days. Wanting to say hello. Oh, hi Sandra and a 10-year-old daughter. Really looking forward to this. Brilliant. Don't worry about your template being the wrong direction. It'll just go the wrong direction. It'll just go the other direction. No problem. We'll have to do the shout outs later, Days. There's millions of them. Millions. You are the girl with the red balloon.
Ah. Mr. Balloon can't touch the floor.
Oh, sorry.
Mr. Bob. I can't touch the floor either.
Okay, shall I get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good boy. Mr. Bob.
Morning, Dexy.
Mr. Bob. This is Mr. Bob, by the way, everyone. He is a balloon who pops when it touches the floor. So, me and Mr. Bob keep on calling him Mr. Balloon. I can call Mr. or Mr. Bob.
Is that coffee kicking in, Des?
Mr. Balloon.
Very chussy.
Yes.
Very chussy.
Mr. Balloon wants to... Are you Mr. Balloon or Bob? You're Bob, aren't you? Yeah, he's Bob. No one can hear Bob because I've got a special power who I can hear him.
Wow, Des.
Here you go. Bob can't touch the floor! Mr. Bob.
Dave, why don't you read out some of these?
I can't.
I'll put this over here and you can read them out. Just, can you read them out from there?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi. Hi, Nancy.
There you go. And then scroll up and down because Papa and...
Oh, it's okay. Nancy. Hi, everyone.
There we go, Dave.
Hi, Luca and Esme. Hi. Hi, Boo.
Are you reading them out or what?
Hi, Sandra.
Oh no, I can do this.
Hi, Jacob. Yes, exactly.
Jacob says the floor is the lava.
Yes. Exactly. Jacob gets me.
He knows. Well, you and Jacob go way back.
Yeah.
Way back.
Hi. Hi, Chris. Daddy, you've had a few messages on WhatsApp.
Have I?
Yes. Hi, Eleanor. Hi, Olivia.
Why don't you give him a wave when you say it?
Hi.
That's better. That's better. I'm loving your disguise today, Dave.
I'm Banksy.
Listen, I'm Banksy. All right. Hi,
Daddy,
I'm
what's
Banksy.
that? There's more WhatsApp messages.
Oh, is it? Well, not much I can do about that.
Do.
Dave, there's loads of messages. Say hi to the...
Oh. Hello, Jackie.
And Amy. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy. Hi, Anna. Hi, Anna. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Jane. Hi, Luca and Esme. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Isla.
Say hi to Percy. Morning, Percy.
Hello. Boo, 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 doo, doo.
Delilah in Windsor. Go and give her a
Hi,
shout, please.
Delilah in Windsor. Hi, Noah and Heather. Hi, Izzy and Millie. Hi, Chris. Hi. Hi, Emma.
Isabella and Emma.
Oh, Catherine says hi, Moustache Man.
I'm Banksy, listen.
Hi, Ash. What does a top fan mean?
I don't know. It's something Facebook does. Someone said shout out to the Bristol Massive for Jules.
Hi, Sally and Freddie.
Are we
Hi,
organised for
Lily.
this? Do we know what we're going to do?
No. Hi.
Morning, everybody.
Please. Daddy, there's more WhatsApp things.
Okay, well, don't worry about that.
Hi, Bella and Rowan. Hi, Mummy. Oh! Someone's here having a first time.
Oh, brilliant. Fantastic.
Hello, Rowan. Hi, Jack and Fritza in Newcastle. Hi, Charlie in Cornwall. Can I? Oh, hi, Emma from Eleanor. Hi, Emma. You can. Oh! Look!
What?
Look!
Oh, look, there's a puppy.
Hello
There's a
there.
cat. Oh, hi, Rachel. Thanks for the cat. I think it's nearly time to start, Dave. Do we know what we're going to do?
Hi.
Dave. Oi, Banksy.
Hi, Emma from Anna. I think. Hi, Molly. Hi, Louise. Hi, Eloise. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
From you in North Cornwall.
Listen, Banksy, we're going to have to...
Hi. I like this.
You like this? It's brilliant for you, isn't it? Okay. Morning, everybody. Say morning,
Morning,
to everybody. Daisy
Mr.
Toodles.
Balloon says hello too.
Mr. Balloon says hi. You're going to stand on here
Yes.
and do the whole thing stood up. All your old legs. There you go, that's for that.
Hi,
Hold
everyone.
on a sec. Let's just check it's 12 o'clock. Okay, I'll just get this sorted out. Let's sort this out here.
Can you check me?
Yes. Yeah.
Come on, Mr. Balloon.
Right, do it, Days. Do it.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our live painting class. Sorry. Today we are going to paint Banksy.
You're Banksy. I'm Banksy.
Balloon Girl. Banksy is Banksy is an English street graffiti artist and filmmaker born in 1974 in Bristol. He likes to remain anonymous.
Anonymous.
It's me.
Thanks there, Banksy. Thanks very much. Morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. As Banksy said, I'm really Banksy. Well, of course, I'm in disguise. Hopefully, everybody managed to print out the template. It's been a bit of a stressful time because I think maybe I'm going to do this whole thing and nobody's prepared. Least of all me. The template that you'll need.
You'll properly need
Hopefully.
this time.
You've managed to print it out. This is the template.
Good template.
And it's about half the height of your canvas. or paper. Okay, so don't worry if you haven't got one, we can figure it out another way, but a lot easier with this. Your first your first job is colour in the back of your stencil. So just with a pencil, colour in the back. And I shall try and get the moustache out of my mouth. Daisy Doodles, wait, Banksy.
Yes.
You need to get scribbling on here.
Wait.
That's yours.
No, come back. Come back, Daddy. Daddy,
Oh.
come back here. Here. Here now.
Yes.
Turn around. Now Mr. Balloon won't touch the ground.
Brilliant. That's great. Okay, back to the programme. There's a bit of time in this, so hopefully everybody's colouring in the background of their Banksy. And here's one that Daisy made earlier, just so that you can roughly get the idea of what we're trying to achieve here.
Do you know you have a balloon on your head?
No, I did not know that. So what happens is we colour in the back, like this. And then we have to tape our template to our canvas with 2 little bits of tape at the top. So that, don't put them in the middle,
Hey, is this on
because
mine?
we want to have a little flip underneath
Is this on mine?
so you can see what
Sorry.
we're doing. So just whilst you're colouring in,
Is this mine?
that is yours, yeah. Are you happy about that? Okay. So show people what you were doing to colour it in.
I want to colour it.
It's so hot in this hoodie days. I don't know how Banksy copes. Okay, where's my, here it is.
I've already coloured it a lot.
You've already, yeah, here's one we made earlier. Right, we're off and running, everyone. If you've got little questions, put them in the feed. We'll help you all the way through it. We're going to try and create this. I think we can spice it up a little bit because
I know what
we
I'm
don't
going
want,
to do.
we don't really want. Well, it's up to you. I'm not going to have a white background. Put it that way. I'm going to maybe do some drips, or do some rainbow drips, or something like that, or do something cool.
I want to do
But
it.
in the meanwhile, colour in your template, and then I'll show you what we have to do next. It is 4 minutes past 12. Okay.
I coloured it.
Show it up to the camera, Dave.
It has to be really coloured in.
Yeah, that's good. Hey Denise, it's your. If it keeps glitching, then
Your Wi-Fi.
it's your Wi-Fi. It will catch up. So all of these videos are. If you're missing it live, it'll.
Just pretend I've got glasses on.
So 1:30 when we're finished, it'll upload to the page so you can watch it later.
And at 1:45 we have a break.
We have a little break at 1:45. So I normally paint far too fast, and everybody kind of like complains it's too
You
quick.
don't smell like Banksy.
Thanks for that. Okay.
No, Mr. Balloon fell off.
Right, let's say, because I can't see what you're doing, we're going to have to guess. Let's say everyone's coloured in their template, Banksy template. The next job.
If you can't send it in the comments.
You can't send in the photos in the comments.
How did they do it?
I don't know. I
I think it was like a meme or something.
Yeah, it could have been. So, if everyone's ready for the next stage, take your template to the bottom left-hand part of your canvas. Tape it at the top. We are going to draw around all of the black bits
Like
of
this,
the
like that.
of the little girl.
Like
So we need to do. No, that's not top, that's not bottom left. Banksy. There you go. Bottom left. You with me? And then once it's taped on, with a pen or a pencil, you can just draw. Hopefully you can see. Yeah, it's better with pen. You draw around the outlines of the black bits, and you colour in the black bits. But take your time. Normally I go very fast, but what I would say is take your time on this. Really concentrate on this bit around here, like the eyes, and do a little bit of nose. If you do a tiny little scratch, it'll transfer it underneath. Let me show you how it should be. It should be like this. So it'll transfer. Whatever you... Yeah, I've already done it. Chop, chop.
I'm still taking.
Everyone's still taping. But so you can understand, once this piece of paper comes off, we're going to be left with our little girl there, which we can either paint in with black paint, or we can make her a rainbow, or we can make her, or you could actually even colour it in with
Felt tip or something.
yeah, felt tip or something would be fine. But take your time with this. The more detail that you get in
Can
here.
I take this off and do it on the table?
Yeah. Do you want to do that? Do you want me to help you? So we don't all kind of... If you're using an easel, sometimes it's probably easier to do this bit flat. You want me to help you?
A wing away, a wing away.
Oh, there you go.
Ah, thank you.
Yes, it's sometimes easier to do it a little on a flat bit. Give it, do you want different disguise?
Yes,
Okay.
please. Oh, I want the clown.
And this one?
Yes.
Okay. Right, so hopefully...
Hello,
Hopefully everyone's okay.
Can you pass me a biro?
Apart from my little Banksy over here. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, so should we have a little look? Let's go and...
Oh my gosh, I can't see now.
We're going to go for a little wander with the phone. So it's a high risk strategy, of course. But we're going to go and see what little Banksy's going to doing over there. Right, here we go. Here we go. So you can see on mine that
I'm going to do the outline first.
you're just drawing around the outside of the black bits. You can see here where it's...
Can you colour in all that?
Yeah, you can colour them in.
I don't want to.
You don't have to.
I'm not.
But it's good if you colour them in. So you just... You know why you colour them in? It's so you don't get lost. When you take your piece of paper off...
I'm going to see what it looks like after not colouring it. And if it doesn't look that good, then I'll do it. Colour it in.
It's going to be like that. Should we have a little look at see how Daisy's getting on?
Banksy!
Let's have a look. How are you getting on there, Banksy? Oh, nice. So I'm going to come around this side so we can see what Banksy's doing. That's it. So we're just going around the edges. Right, I'm going to do. If people have got a wrong size template, don't panic. What we'll do is we'll do the. We will do the background, and then we'll freestyle the girl on top. So you'll have to just bear with us. We can get doing the back. Have a little go on the top, Days. Have a little go on her head. Do her eyes really gently, not gently, carefully. We'll just get in here. And then I'm going to, do your eyes. There you go. Be really careful doing that.
We watched the Addams Family last night.
Here we go.
It looked good.
Let's get that back in there. So it looks like... So it should come through the paper. As you press on here, it'll transfer this onto your paper. That is the plan, anyway. That is the plan. Right. Wow, Dave, we've got Argentina, Budapest, Oxford. Okay.
It's getting
So,
serious.
What we're going to do is we're going to continue doing that, tracing it on. Meanwhile, there'll be a few people who've got the wrong size template or haven't got a template. So you've got two options. One of them is you can get a template and re-watch this video later once you've got it. needs to be about half the size of this. Or option number 2, which is more fun, I'm going to do 2 of these. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 2 of these. I'm going to do one where I colour in this, because obviously everyone's going to be painting on top of their thing here. And then I'm going to do another version, a simplified girl, and we're going to freestyle it, and I'll show you how to break it down. But that comes in the second half. Okay, so don't panic. We'll look after you. It's a little bit tricky, this one, but it gives you an idea. It's a test. Yes, Days. I still think you should put it on. So this is a bit of a test. If we can have the vast majority of people using the template in the right way, and it shows you how to transfer images onto canvas so that you can then paint them. If we get the vast majority being able to do it and download it and print it out successfully, given like a couple of weeks' notice, then we can do other stuff. Like we can do.
Like the first time I did it, I was like, how does that work?
We can do Marilyn Monroe, and we can maybe even have a go at the Mona Lisa. And there's loads of stuff that you need a template for if you're going to try and do it in this small kind of time frame. And if we'll decide at the end of today, and if the template thing doesn't work, then we'll just go back to what we normally do, is just like straightforward painting, straight on painting days, straight on painting. So that's why we tried it. I think so far, if I keep checking the messages. Okay, I think we're good there. How's yours coming on, Days?
Good.
Okie dokie. I'm checking the comments with thinking everyone's pretty much all right. Pretty much all right. So well done, everybody, for downloading the template and all of that. I know it's a bit kind of. It'll be worth it though. It'll be worth it.
I have the exact image in my head that I'm doing.
Yeah?
Yep.
Have you got it? That's good. Okay. So the thing is, you just need to keep checking underneath. We've still got a bit of time to do this. I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? 12:15. We're flying. We're absolutely flying. Ellen has lost her template. Oh, Daisy, let's have a look. Come over here, let me show. Daisy's doing a good job. So here she is, and as you flip it over, great work on the face there, so you can see eyes, nose, mouth. And it doesn't really look like an eyes and nose and mouth. So concentrate on just doing the shapes that are there, not the shapes that you think are there. All right, go on then, Dace. Finish her off. Finish her off. Okay. And I would, if I were you, colour in the dark bits just so that you don't get lost later on. Okay. Claire's joining up, joining late, catching up, brilliant. Alright, so, for those people, so some people are impatient, like me, and like, yeah, move on. Other people will take their time a bit more. You're in between days, aren't you? You're in between. At the moment, she's been very studious. And it's worth being studious because as soon as this paper goes, you're on your own. Well, you're not on your own, but because you can keep your piece of paper next to it. But there'll be no more transferring, there'll be no more cheating. And it's not cheating really. I mean, Banksy, the way he did it, he would take a photograph of a girl in Photoshop. He would turn it into black and white, and then he would make a he would print off a stencil. Then he'd stick the stencil on, and he would spray it onto the wall. And he's off. He's off. How's it going, Dace? Don't forget these bits. Don't forget the bits of the hair. And then it's a big game of, I'm going to take this off, and we can get going for those people who have already done their template transposing. What's the word? So yeah, it's a big game of spot the difference. Don't forget these. Don't forget the shark fins coming out of the front of her face. There we go.
Shark fins?
Yeah, look, the shark fins. Okay, so I'm going to be brave. That's gone. That's gone. And that just goes there for me to check later. Now, this bit is entirely up to you. If you envisage this painting to be on a wall, well, on the side of Waterloo Bridge was one of the first ones that he did, 2002. You know, there might be some graffiti on the wall. There might be, the wall might be all dirty. There might be a handprint. There might be some words. There could be absolutely anything. So it's kind of up to you, whatever you want to do. You know, you can scribble on the wall. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that. I'm going to put some drips down it because I think it'll look quite cool. And then once the
I'm putting drips.
Ooh, don't make stuff up, Dace. Don't make stuff up. If it's not on the black line, it's not black. And then in the second half, we're going to colour in the girl. Either it's up to you. You can go black paint, tiny brush, take your time, really beautiful painting, or I would fully suggest you give a Sharpie a go.
It's gone.
Or oh, Days. Oh, brave girl, she's gone. You want to keep your template?
No.
Yeah, you'll need it for when you start painting later. Okay, so we need some paint, Days. We need some paint.
Drippy drips.
You're going to do drippy drips?
Can I do the umbrella thing?
We'll do drippy drips. We're going to do some
Can I
drippy
do
drips.
the umbrella thing?
Don't know what you're talking about.
You know, with
It's different painting.
that.
No, we can do that as a different painting.
No.
But
But that was so cool.
we're going to do some drippy drips. I reckon we do full on rainbow all the way across.
Yeah.
Should we do that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Here's our inspiration from another Banksy. You don't have to do this, you can do what you want on the background, but we're going to go drippy drips, and we're going to go, you can either go random like this, or you can go, Dace, stop singing, sweetie. Or we can do a rainbow, like an NHS rainbow thing. You could say, thank you up here, or, you know, what's this, you know, you could put whatever sort of message you want on the back of that wall. Right, Dace, get us some paint.
Can you put this back?
All the colours we need. Yes.
All the colours.
So that goes on there for you. That's yours, yeah? Are you going to do this standing up?
Yeah.
Alright.
We need a lot of water.
We need lots of water. We're going drippy drippy. Obviously, if you are painting on a table and your paper's flat, it's going to be very difficult to do drippy drippy because you need gravity to do drippy drippy. So you could tilt it up, put it on a book or something. Hopefully your paper's on a board. Do it like that. Or if you're going to make, or if you don't do that, you could even like wet the paper a bit and make some little patterns. All the colours, Dace.
Are we going to do pink?
It's freestyling. Yeah, let's paint. Yeah, we're going to start with red.
Are we going to even do black?
Right. While we get our paint out.
This,
Oh.
this looks like red, but it's pink.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
I mixed it really badly.
Okay, while we get our paint out, everyone should be finishing paint stage. We need paint.
I'm trying to get a palette.
Okay. Here you go. One for me, one for you.
Yeah.
Start off with, get some red. We want big brush, water, and red paint. Is that the pink one or the red one?
Yes.
Right, I'm just going to steal that whilst I show. If we're going to do drippy drippy, which I think so, you know, it always makes a good effect, and it'll make
It's so fun.
Daisy loves it as well. All we do Just got some red paint there, loads of water, and
Is this an oil
we are
brush?
going to go I'm going to go all the way across and do a rainbow. So the first one, we'll start off with red, and we just kind of swipe off the brush there, wipe it on the, so we wipe the top of the brush on the thing, and if there's enough water, it'll drip down. If there's not enough water,
It will just stick.
it won't.
Oh! Daddy.
Oh, have I got red paint all over you?
Yes.
Sorry about that. If it splashes, brilliant, because it's an old wall in Waterloo Bridge. Doesn't matter. If you want to start throwing it on, you can do that, but be careful. Nobody's sort of stood here, and if we'll start a big paint fight, then everyone's going to be done. Never watch that.
Is this an oil brush?
That is an oil brush, yeah. Do you want a big? Why don't you take this one?
Yes.
Try not to have massive paint fight. But
Daddy,
what?
put it in the water.
I know. I'm impatient. Okay, here we go.
I need a proper water.
Okay, can I have some yellow paint, please?
I've seen this.
So there's a
There's
few
orange.
people just chucking some yellow paint on there.
There's orange paint.
Just as a little catch up. So there's a few people just found us on the Facebook page. I'm covered in red paint. It's not blood, it's alright. Just as a little catch up. Hopefully you've got a template here that you printed out earlier, roughly half the size of
Oh!
the canvas.
Yay!
You've got some drippies. Good one, Dave. You colour in the back with pencil.
I love
the whole thing. We do the whole pencil, and we stick him on here or her with a bit of tape on there. Just wait. I'm right in the middle of explaining stuff. Is it really important?
Yes.
Okay. Just wait a minute. And then we go over really carefully the outline of the black, revealing, ta-da, the image on here. Then we get this, we lob it, we don't need it anymore, and then we are doing a freestyle background. You can do whatever you like. Can I have some yellow paint, please?
Can after we've done all the drippy bits,
Yeah.
can we do famous in black?
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And it doesn't matter if the drippy drips drip all over our girl. Does it, Dave? Does it matter?
Oh, he's having fun.
Is that yours? So hopefully everyone's alright. And I'm encouraging freestyle backgrounds. You can put whatever you want on there within reason. Okay. So if we want an orange drip, obviously, you know, we want a little bit of a yellow paint in with the red.
Can you pass me
Loads
the
of water.
Can we put the water here?
Just get some more water, sweetie. Oh,
Can't be bothered.
I know. Come on. There's some orange strips. And then I'm going to wash my brush out, and I'm going to go.
It's not drippy enough.
And I'm
Can you
going to
pass
go.
me the water?
Yeah. Can you reach? And as we go across, there's going to be some yellow. Okay. Oh, I'll get some more water then, eh?
He's dripping.
Is it dripping? Okay. So if you didn't manage, again, I say, if you didn't manage to print out the template, we're going to freestyle the build a bit later. So do your background, or of course you can do your background and then then print out your template and print it out, because you can watch the video back at a later date.
Going on the girl.
Going on the girl.
Look.
Oh, it's going well, Days. It's going really well.
Now.
Drippy, drippy, drippy,
Let's
drippy.
do another drippy reality.
Straight through her. Ooh, it's got to sting a bit, that. Got to sting a bit. Big paintbrush.
I
Yeah,
love
this is my paintbrush for the drippy drips.
Drippy drips.
Bigger the better, really. But I don't know how big your canvas is,
Oh no.
so it's hard to. We're getting some green on the go, are we? Okay, then green next. Once we've got the yellow going, we'll go a bit.
Here you go.
Thanks. And then the next, through the spectrum, we're going for a little bit of, don't go straight green, just add a bit of green to your yellow. And then it'll be a really light yellowy green. I can push that like that. Just make sure you've got enough water on it to run it down. Is everybody okay? I think everyone's okay. Sonia, the template is the thing that looks like this.
Yay!
It's I've posted it everywhere really. So that's the thing you're looking for. It says template to print out. So it's probably at the top of the feed. It's in the first page of the home page.
It's in everything.
It's everywhere. Have a little snoop around, you'll find it. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go a bit more greeny. A bit more greeny.
It's not dripping enough.
Well, if it's not dripping enough, you
Water!
water.
Oh,
That's a good one.
It's a waterfall.
Okay.
Yay!
You winning, Days? Yes! I love it.
I like the red the most.
Yeah.
Because look, it's dry. Maybe it was dry.
Okay, so as we keep going across, we're going to add to the green a little bit of blue. A little bit of blue, a little bit of blue.
This is so fun.
You're loving this one, aren't you, guys?
Yes.
It's right down your street, isn't it?
Yes. I need to try and find some blue.
Do, 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 do.
Oh.
Alright. Now we're going for the blue. So again, if you haven't got a template or a printer or a template, don't panic. Do your background and we'll figure it out. I'll show you how to paint the girl freehand. Well, we'll give it a try. There's a little bit of blue. Mine got a bit dirty because I was lazy.
I'm lazy.
Lazy, not cleaning my brush, Days. That's bad. Clean your brush. Otherwise you go big brown. Big brown drips, that's not ideal, is it? Look at that, so my canvas wasn't straight. I got my reins on a tilt.
Go to water.
Like I say, you don't have to do this drippy, but I think it's quite nice if you do. It doesn't want to be.
It's not even dirty. How do I do it when you get to the middle?
Just put more on. More what?
When you get to the middle.
Just do more of it.
No. That's it.
Oh, okay. I'll just lift it up for you. I'll lift it up for you.
I like it. This is fun.
You love this one, don't you?
Yes.
Alright. Hopefully that won't fall on. Oh, it probably will fall on your head actually.
Wait. Will it fall?
Yeah, probably. Just get it in there. Just do it quick before it falls. Okay. How's it all going? Okay, how do you do the drips? You need to have a bit of gravity going on, so you need to have your paper on an angle like that, and it's just some paint, loads of water, enough water to make it drip. Let's have a look. So you can use, there we go, there's loads of water in there.
No! It didn't drip.
More water, Dave, put some more water on it, sweetie.
Can you help me?
No, just put some more water on it, it's not that hard.
You need to tip it then.
And then what we can do is once we get past that blue.
Oopsie, I accidentally tipped some water on the floor.
Oh no.
Look at I think I put too much water.
Don't forget, if you want a graffiti wall, go for chuck some graffiti on there. You can do like a ban the bomb thing, Banksy's into all of that. So like. Alright, boosh.
Look how watery this
Yeah.
is.
And then
Look at that!
I'm gonna finish off with purple, which is red and blue. Looking good. Looking good. Finish up with purple.
I need dark blue. Have you done dark blue?
Right.
Have you done dark blue?
Yeah, I've really done it, Daisy.
Oh! I like it.
Oh, I'm pleased you do. So shall I give you it for your main Christmas present? Do you want this? Second main Christmas present. That's not bad.
Ow!
Oh, don't hurt yourself. Okay.
I need some dark blue.
Right, let's see. Any ideas for background instead of drips? Yeah, I mean, very watery. You could just put a lot of water on, or you could flick paint on there. That's a nice idea. Or just anything random is going to be fine, because don't forget, it's not about the background, it's about the girl. So as soon as we paint the girl in black, she'll jump forward like that. So however weird you want the background to be, go for it. You could go handprints, or you could write stuff on pencil or pen. You could flick the paint on. You can do whatever you want, but I would advise you keep it quite light. So you don't want to be getting rid of all of the white wall. Basically, you can make it dirty. So, for instance,
like if it goes dirty like mine,
you just want to just make it dirty.
it doesn't really matter.
Just give it a bit of texture. And if you don't like it, you can just put some white, on top of it. There we go. I think we're doing all right. There's a couple of people without templates, but that's all right. I'm going to try and show you how to. We'll do it a slightly more simplified girl. No idea how, of course, but we'll wing it. We'll wing it, and it'll be all right. You want to drip some water? If you want to get some white paint and do white drips, that works well.
Oh, I got the best idea.
Chuck a bit of white on there. I don't like that much. Do that. Oh, you know what you could do? Hey, Dave.
What?
This might just blow your mind.
What?
You're going to turn upside down. Have some drips coming the other way. You can do whatever you want. I'm not saying copy me. Thanks, Hillary. Hillary said men can't multitask. I'm not very good at it, to be fair. I'm trying. Okay, you don't have to do this. I'm doing some reverse drips. I'm going to do a reverse rainbow. Oh yeah. This has never been done before. We're breaking new ground. What? Oh, Daisy, you always do that, don't you? You always make a big soup. Oh. Okay. There you go.
Oh!
Oh no. How much paint are you going to get on yourself today?
Loads.
Quite a bit. Quite a bit. It's looking good. It's looking good. What are you going to do down this side? Try not to drip it everywhere.
I'm gonna go more.
Look how much paint Daisy's got on the go. Look. I mean, wow. She might be wasting a bit.
Oi.
Oi. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. Where are we for time? Alright. So.
Need purple now. Is this red? Yes, this is red.
I wonder how people are getting on. Hopefully they've spent a bit of time. Because you don't have to really keep up with me, because I'm just I've got to be ahead of the fastest person, basically. So hopefully by now you've got your little girl traced on. And I'll tell you what, actually, what I'll do is in the break, which is 1:45, the break is 1:45 till 1. This is so people can catch up. I'll figure out how to break down the little girl so we can, for those people who haven't got a template, we can freestyle it. So those guys, and I think there's not many, there's like 4 or something like that. It's 4 people. So you 4 just watch at 1:45 and we'll nail it. What's happening, Dave? How's yours going on?
Look.
Huh?
too drippy.
Why don't you, oh yeah, you're looking, that's very drippy, isn't it?
Yes.
Very, very drippy.
It's too drippy.
It's almost too drippy, some might say.
It's still drippy.
Yeah, okay, Helena, we're going to freehand draw her. Yeah. I knew this was going to be it. So this is probably like, I don't know if we're going to do templates again. We could maybe... What's happening, Dave? How's yours? Are you happy with it?
I need more pink.
If you want pink, that'll be red and white.
Yeah.
It's going really well, that is. You're not going to get mixed up. So Daisy, just for those that might be at this stage...
No, I'm going to just look at the template.
Yeah, you need to look at the template. But Daisy hasn't coloured in the black bits. She's done all of the lines. I'm just going to get this and show us the peoples. So she's done a good job, right? But she's not, so this is a little warning, little heads up. She's done a great job. She's gone around all of the outlines, but she hasn't coloured in the black bits. Which means that this bit here, that is white, she's got to be very careful she doesn't make that bit black and that bit white. See what I mean? So if you just put some little lines across there, then you shouldn't get confused. Daisy won't get confused, will you?
Obviously.
Obviously not. But when you're doing this, and this is in the second half, just be really careful and look at the template. You have the template next to you.
Oh, I've got it all over.
Oh, it's all over the balloon now.
Sorry.
Bit annoying, isn't it?
Sorry.
Well, it doesn't really matter, it's a balloon. You don't need to apologise for getting paint on a balloon. Going well, isn't it? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Right, any more ideas on... Let's have a look, see where we are. Hi, Bluebell.
Oh, it's blue back there.
Yeah. I suppose people that are just joining might wonder why mine is upside down, but let's put this back the right way. So I think we've got 250 people painting. Thanks. It's really good. We've been doing this for, I think this is, I don't know if it's 11 or 12 weeks, but it's always gone a little bit better each time.
It's not watery.
Put some water on it then, Dave. I mean, it's that. You know the answer to that one. All of the videos are...
The water's too painty. It just turns my...
We'll just get some fresh water. I mean, come on. All of the 11 videos are saved to... the most recent ones are on the Facebook page, and then everything else is still free, and it goes on the YouTube page, but I'm just in kind of... That's work in progress, but you can find all the
You're
videos.
hot.
I know, thanks. Yeah, I know, because I've got a
Can you pass me some
hoodie on.
fresh water?
What?
Can you pass me some fresh water?
Well, do I have to get that?
Huh?
Do I have to get that for you?
Yeah.
Am I your assistant?
So I can't touch
Is that what it is now?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go, is that enough?
Yes.
Good. Okay, have fun. Right. Okay, Caroline. Hi, Caroline. Caroline's joining us. And even if you have just started to watch, I reckon you can still do it in half the time. What time is it? Yeah, half the time. So you get your template. You scribble on the back of it. Scribble all over the back of it. You get your template. You stick it onto the bottom left-hand side of your canvas or bit of paper. You tape it up. Tape it up. And then you go with a pen all the way around the black bits, and try not to think of them as that's a hand or a lips or a thing or a you're just doing the black bits. You can leave this grey area here, we'll deal with that. Just go around all the black bits and you'll get it. It'll transpose, if that is even the right word. I don't know. Is that the right word, Dave? Come on, you're at school. Transpose, transfer, the graphite of the pencil gets transferred onto the canvas. So now we can see like all the details here which we're going to paint in the second half. Okay, so I hope everyone's alright. Hope everyone's alright. Oh yeah, Anne's gone for blue sky and clouds. Blue Bella, what's what? You done? Dave, that looks really cool. Really cool. Yeah, we like that. You happy? Nice. What should we do then?
Wait, I need tissue.
Do you know what you should do? I've got a little challenge for Daisy Doodles. Would you like to accept the challenge?
Yeah.
Would you like to do 2 paintings? One with the transfer and one without the transfer? The answer is we're looking for a yes.
Yeah.
Yes, excellent. So Daisy is going to show us how to do the little girl. Well, I'll do it. You can watch me. How to do the little girl without the transfer. So it's fairly obvious what's going to happen. It's like in the second half, once this is dry, so that's why I have a little break, have a cup of tea. Well, it's late enough to be on different stuff to tea, but and then we're just gonna. You can either with a black paint, small brush, start colouring it in, go top to bottom so you don't smudge it, or you can use Sharpie, top to bottom so you don't smudge it, or if you haven't got a template, Daisy and I are going to paint a little girl without a template. So in fact, this is the break, but not for us.
Oh.
You good with that?
I need food.
What food do you want? We're going to find some food.
A sandwich.
We haven't got a sandwich here.
A pot noodle.
Uh,
We have got a pot noodle here, but you can't have it because I can't be bothered to make it. That's what you really want to.
yeah, that's basically. So we'll eat afterwards.
No.
Should we get fish and chips afterwards? It's bribery. It's basically just bribery with food.
We need delivery for jelly tots.
And a delivery for jelly tots. Right, okay. A deal. Right, so there's no break for us. We are going to now freestyle the girl. Okay, so you lot didn't have a printer, or printed it the wrong size, or lost it. I posted 4 of these things out to people without printers last week, and hopefully they got them in time. If they didn't, now's your chance to excel without the template. Here we go, Dace.
I forgot what I was
Ooh. Was it really interesting?
Ooh.
I'm looking forward. I bet Dexy's done a crazy background.
Yeah.
He will have, won't he?
Yeah.
Right, I'm getting rid of that.
Wait, wait, Dexter, comment what you did, because I really want to know.
Yeah, send us a text. WhatsApp me, Dexy. We want to see your painting. We want to see your work in progress. Okay. Here's a canvas, Dace. Take that.
Back of it.
Oh yeah, bit of a messy one, isn't it? Let her have a pot noodle, she whiz. There's no time, Hannah. There's no time, Hannah.
Exactly.
There's no time for pot noodles.
There is.
No.
Yes, there is.
You can have a pot noodle afterwards.
Now.
Because people haven't done the template days, so we've got to show them how to do
I
it.
don't care. I want pot noodle.
Oh, there's no time. Get a pencil. Stick that up there. I forgot to mention this actually. If you haven't got a template and you have got some paper, there's another way that you have to be careful. So you get the image on your computer or laptop or iPad, and you put your piece of paper on top of it. The light will shine through and you draw around it. That is one way. That's another way of doing it. What are you doing? Come on. Come on. Pencil. Okay, it's here. I've lost you, haven't I? I've lost her. I've lost her. That's it. We've done an hour of something, and then she's gone feral. Only because I mentioned pot noodles. What? We're gonna freestyle the girl. Get a pencil, freestylers. Get a pencil.
I'm just gonna go.
You're just gonna paint it. Just paint it then. Get some black paint and paint it. Okay.
I don't know.
So let's figure out template, non-templaters. Figure out where you want the top of your girl. Do a little mark where you want the top of the girl.
No, that's not how I'm doing it.
Daisy's just going to ignore us, which is fine. She's freestyling. You're even looking at it.
Tiny.
Yeah.
I'm drawing my own girl.
Yeah, but look at that.
I'm
You
drawing
need
my
to at
own
least
girl.
have a look at your image that you're trying to do. Have a look at it on the computer.
I'm doing my own
And
girl.
then the bottom of the girl, let's say let's say she's here. So we do a little mark here and a little mark here. So we've got that and we've got that. In fact, this top mark,
I'm a cool dude.
the top mark can be here. Alright, so then we're going to break it down, like we break everything down.
I'm a cool
So we're going to go halfway
He's
between
cool,
here
isn't
and
he?
here.
This guy's
It's
cool.
this mark here, and that is going to be, so look, fold that in half roughly. Yeah, I thought so. That's going to be roughly where her elbow is. So we can sketch that out. That's
I'm
this bit.
done.
This bit is halfway.
Do you like it?
No, I don't like it. I think it's rubbish. You didn't concentrate at all. Have some black paint and see if you can. Have some black paint and see if you can do a better job. Try and make it like this. Okay.
Cool dude.
So halfway, you've got your little elbow. So sketch the elbow in. Then you figure out halfway between top and the middle is here. Then that is basically roughly where the bottom or the dark bit of the neck is. So then we can make that shape there, right? The back of her head, we make that shape there. And that's halfway, so that's a quarter of the total distance. Is it a quarter? Yeah. It's a quarter of the total distance, roughly, really roughly. Okay? And then we're going to do the back of this. That's her shoulder.
Can she
And
be a
which-
spy ninja?
Spine injury, yeah, good. Don't forget, try and copy the shapes rather than the fact that it's a little girl. So that's there, and that's this, and then the back of her skirt comes like this.
She's turned into a pilot.
And then we can get some legs. Basically, if you go top of the head, straight down, the legs are all on that line.
She turned into a pilot. This is her scarf.
Okay, I'll give you a little minute or two to kind of catch that up. All of this work here, we're basically not going to do because you can just put that in with white afterwards.
There's a dog on her head. Can you see it?
Huh?
Can you see the dog?
Okay, Dave, what are you on about?
Look, it's turned into a dog on her head, and she's a pilot.
Oh yeah.
Look, dog.
This is the second piece of art. This is for the non-templators. And then we've just got to sketch it out. We've got to do the front
Can
of
she be
her.
in a plane?
Got to do the front of her face here, and then she's got that.
Can she be
There's
in
a
a plane?
chin here. Yes, Dave. I'm trying to teach this one more lovely. And then probably the top. Another sort of point is the top of her fingers, roughly the same height as the top of her head, very roughly. So that's going to go in like that. And it's like a little triangle, you can figure that out. There we go. And important parts of the head. The hair bits all go that way. They all go the same direction. We need to get an ear in here. And then we'll get to and then if you can get roughly that sort of shape, you're not doing too bad. Just keep altering it. Right.
She's in an aeroplane.
She's in an aeroplane. Okay, I know, we should get a sponsorship by Pot Noodle Day, shouldn't we?
Mm.
We could get free pot noodles for life here. Alright. So hopefully non-templators, you've got a bit of work to do because you haven't got a template. Or you can wait and get a template. But that's roughly how you break it down. So you go half,
How
the
many
bottom of the
people
thing
we
is
have on?
there on a quarter.
How many people?
250 I think. Yeah. So this is officially the break. We're going to carry on at 1 o'clock. I'm going to sketch this out so you can watch me do that. Once we've done the whole thing in pencil, non-templators, we go straight in with pen or paint. I'm going to see what. Let's see what I can do here.
She's in a plane.
That's amazing, Dan. You've done such a great job.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
It's in one of them planes, so it goes
Amelia Earhart.
Yes.
Interesting days. Oh, I like that. Oh, it's a totally different take on this piece.
Now I'm just going to go over it.
Don't forget, non-templators, we're still doing black shapes. Don't get confused or don't get tempted to start drawing a little girl because it will go wrong. You're drawing the shapes and then that'll turn into a...
Unless you know how to draw a little girl.
Well, that's a very good point there, Daisy. Well made as well. Two little fingers there. And then this is all black. She's got a little belt on, kind of thing there. It's a lot easier with a template, isn't it? That's why we did this thing with templates, because it's too difficult to break down. But let's have a look. There's an eye there. Always a top tip for portraiture. The eyes are generally right in the middle of the head, and I don't mean here, this direction, I mean this direction. So top to bottom, eyes are always in the middle, so it's the same with here. And then the nose is in the bottom quarter, and then the chin's obviously at the bottom, so you use that when you're drawing.
I have a big imagination.
Looking great, Dave. It looks like a witch on a broom.
Oh. Amelia Earhart in her name.
Alright. And what I would suggest, non-templators, is you sketch it out in pencil as best you can. And then you go on top with paint or pen.
Look how good it is now. Look.
Beautiful, Dave. Love it. It's up to you, everybody, whether or not you want to give her feet. Obviously, you know, you might have to make up your own feet. So that's not too bad. So the reason we're doing it in pencil is because you might give her a massive chin like I just did, so you can rub this out. Hope everyone's enjoying the break. We're going to go back to the original painting in about 5 minutes, which is... good. There, she's sort of coming along.
Let me see.
That's a good idea.
That's good.
Yeah, it's alright.
Paintings are quite different.
Quite different, aren't they?
Look at the difference.
Obviously the balloon, we are going to do the balloon, don't let us forget about the balloon.
Yeah.
That would be an absolute nightmare. Can you imagine?
For my second painting, I'm going to do loads of balloons. I feel like it.
Yeah. This is the break, everybody. Don't worry, don't panic. I'm just doing...
Still the break.
It's just a big game of spot the difference. I keep saying that, but that's all it is. Break it down.
If you break it down.
Oh, is there a song, Days, about break? I thought there was a song then. Really did think.
Something up.
But if you break it down... No, there's no song. Okay, I think we're all quite lucky.
Song.
I think we're all quite lucky there. There's no song. Alright,
If
so...
you break it down, you can build it up. I swear it's like that. I swear there is a song.
Dee 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 dee. Okay.
Build up one another. That's a song.
Hey, we've got 4 minutes. We've got 4 minutes, kids, until we're back with the programme. So non-templators, hope you're alright. Hope you're alright. You can always get a template and watch it back.
Yeah.
Probably the easiest thing to do.
Pretty easier.
Probably easier.
Now I can't see any.
So we'll have to have a vote on it. So whether or not we do anything ever again with templates, everyone's going to go no. But it does mean we can do some other stuff. Although I get stressed out with it because I have to send templates to everybody. But that's fine. Okay.
I'm making the airplane bigger.
I forgot I was wearing these sunglasses, these very cool glasses days.
Really?
Yeah. I'm disguised, aren't I? I'm Banksy. Oh, it's like a rabbit now.
No.
Yeah, no, it's a real rabbit. There's a nose, there's a little eye. It's go flying that way on a jumbo jet.
Oh yeah. No, but like it's supposed to be the dog. There's a dog. Can you see the dog?
No.
Like a wolf.
Oh yeah, there's the wolf.
And then,
Okay, should we
and then
see?
this is like the thing that
Let's
you
put
go
it-
in, and then that's the aeroplane.
Let's put it to the vote. If anyone wants to comment on what this is, Daisy, do you want to come and talk us through it?
Okie dokie.
Daisy's going to talk us through this
So,
piece here. Here we go.
here is a wolf.
A wolf. Hold that there.
Howling.
Hold that there. Hold it. Right. Talk us through it, Dave.
Here's a wolf howling,
Yeah.
and that's the like tub where you get into the aeroplane.
The tub.
You know the thing that closes with glass?
The door.
No, the glass thing on
Oh, you're in a fighter jet. The cockpit. Okay, move on. Move on.
You know the like plane, so it's a plane.
It looks like a ghost. Yeah, I think so
Look.
too.
So there's the like propeller on the front.
Oh yeah, the cockpit it's called. It's where
Oh,
there's-
that-
yeah.
That's the cockpit.
Yeah.
And the wolf is sitting on top of it.
Wolf sitting on top of the cockpit. Oh yeah. that's
And
good.
then we get
Bunny on an aeroplane. I'm totally with you, Wendy. Totally. It's a bunny on an aeroplane. Look, and it's flying that way. Look, there's a little bunny.
It's a huge
There's a
bunny.
huge bunny. There's a little nose. Look, there's his eyes. And there's his ears flapping away. All right, get back to your. Get back. Naughty, big naughty girl. Okay. Oh no, we've still got 2 minutes. A radish sitting on a carrot. Oh wow.
What?
Eagle on a tree.
Eagle.
It is like an eagle on a tree.
What?
Yeah, a rabbit on a rocket. Yeah.
There's a woodpecker.
A frog on a rock.
Frog. Oh, I see that. I see that.
This could be
So
a whole.
it's the rock.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
the
yeah.
rock.
This could be a whole new feature for our classes. What is Daisy going to paint next? In the second painting, what is it? Lunch break interlude.
Now I can just see the
entertainment
rabbit.
section.
Now I can just see the rabbit.
It's just a rabbit. I can only see a rabbit.
Now I can see the frog.
A rabbit on a torpedo.
Torpedo.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe now I can paint like smoke.
Okay. Don't worry. It's 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock.
There's a tornado in the background.
You what?
There's a tornado in the background.
Okay, brilliant. It's 1 o'clock. Hopefully the non-templators have got to some sort of stage like this. And then we are all back onto the... We're all back onto the original painting now. I can only find it.
I'm not.
You cracking on
Look
with
at
the
me. Look at me and integrity.
Don't sing, Dave. Don't sing. Real bad.
I want to do the black.
Daisy can actually sing. I heard her sing once. Only ever
I
once.
don't like singing.
Huh?
I like singing, but like I don't. Like
You've actually you can sing though, but you just
Can sing.
don't, do you? You just sort of shout. Okay, everybody. Okie dokie. We are back. Lena, you just wait. You're okay. A snake on a person doing a T-pose, holding a carrot. Right.
Great.
Get the smallest brush, everybody. Get the smallest brush. The smallest and sharpest brush. Get some black paint. If you haven't got any black paint, mix up some purple. If you haven't got any purple, mix up some purple using dark blue plus a bit of red. Now don't forget, you don't have to listen to me. Loads of people don't. Daisy doesn't listen to anything I say. She just freestyles stuff. Daisy, that is not the smallest brush. Come on, you're doing a good job here. That is not the smallest. Don't mess it up. Daisy is using a 1-inch brush to do something this big. That is the wrong brush, Sweetie.
I need a little brush.
Yes, you do. So we get a little brush. If you want to use a,
If your child is painting too fast, give them a little.
give them a little brush.
Not this
Tiny
one.
little brush. You want, and we want some black paint. Can I have some black paint? I've got some black paint.
Me and Sandra G.
So organised. Get organised.
I heard that.
So where am I? What's going on? Where's the black paint gone? Have you got black paint there? Oh, yeah. Right. So we're going to give you a little lesson on detail.
How do I do this? I need more black paint. Hey, you took my black paint.
Right, there's your black paint.
Thank
Don't mess it up, Dave, because you did such a good job. Right. Okay, I'm covered there. Little brush. So if you want a sharp point on the little brush, you get some paint on it. You can see that is not a sharp point. But if you add a little bit of water to your black, if this thing needs 2 coats, it needs 2 coats. You can get a sharp point by pinching it. Just pinch it like that, and you can get it real.
If you don't want to get your hands dirty, then get a dish. That's the first thing I said on the first one.
What are you on about?
If you don't want to use your hands with paint to go like that,
Oh yeah, you can
then
do it with
use
the
the
tissue.
tissue.
Very
That's
good.
what I said loads of times in the first time,
Is it?
didn't I?
Can't wait for you to start teaching these classes. It's going to be great.
Ah.
Right. So yeah, small brush, top to bottom. Hold your brush towards the end like that. This one here is your support pinky. Hopefully you're painting, the background will be dry. So you can rest your hand on the canvas or on the paper and hold it like a pencil. This stays on, you can have your whole palm of your hand or whatever, not palm, but edge of your hand on the canvas, right? And literally all you're doing is you concentrate and you have your template next to this. If you want, you can do this. You can fold it in half like that, and then it's super easy to just copy it. And all you're doing is you're just going over the black stuff. That's all you're doing. Don't start thinking eyes, nose, mouth. Don't start thinking that. All you're thinking of is you're just going over the black. This is where Daisy will get confused because she didn't shade it in like that.
No, look.
Oh, it's going well, sweetie. This could be Daisy's finest work to date. I'm only working my way top to bottom because I don't want to smudge it. Because we are using, well not because, but we are using acrylic paint. So if you mess it up in black, just wait 5 minutes. Put some white on top of it. Make sure you wait though. Otherwise you'll have a big bunch of grey, won't you, Daisy? You know. She knows.
I know, very well.
She knows. She's done it before. Hopefully everyone's alright and back with the programme.
Am I doing good?
I'm
doing good.
Daisy, you're doing well. I'm not doing good. Okay. Just concentrate on the shapes. Don't start thinking.
Ooh, this is hard.
Don't start thinking ears. Don't start thinking ears.
This
The ear
is
is the
so
white bit, so you're
hard.
not painting the ear. You're painting the
I bet loads of people did it my
around
way.
it.
I bet loads of people did it my way, didn't they?
Loads of people have done it your way. You just got to be careful that you colour in the right bits. Okay.
Everyone who did it my way, do it right. Okay?
Yeah, concentrate if you didn't shade it in. I think everyone's alright. Everyone's alright. Oh, Daisy, you should be on Britain's Got Talent. Someone's saying. I think you're right.
Yay!
Oh, I've got a story about Britain's Got Talent, haven't I?
Oh no, don't tell it. No, not now.
Bad.
Just saying, Daddy was never on Britain's Got Talent.
I was never on Britain's Got Talent, but I got asked to do a painting for Britain's Got Talent of Simon Cowell and Williams and the other two for no money at all. So I said, yeah, as long as it goes on telly. It didn't go on the telly, did it? And they lost it. Remember?
Yeah. It was so bad.
No, it's just annoying.
I don't know.
Okay.
Look, it's going good.
So, the only bits that, I mean, simple. all of this, everything from the neck down is really easy. Nobody cares if you mess it up. There's a bit here.
It's not easy.
Of the edge of a cheek bit here. So it's dark here and then it goes. You could, if you wanted to, smudge that bit. So get a little bit of, see if I can go a little bit closer in.
I did it. I did it. I am so...
I'm just going to go a bit closer in so you can see what's going on.
Good day.
Let's have a look at yours, Daisy. Jump out of the way. Oh, she's so I always go for the hardest bit first. Daisy goes for the hardest bit last. Yeah. Fair enough. There's no right
this
or
is
wrong.
the hardest bit for me.
Why?
This is the hardest bit for me.
Is it?
Yeah, because I have to go around and try not to get...
Yeah, I suppose so. When you get to doing the cheek, not the cheek, so like the jaw, isn't it? So the jaw's dark, right down here, and then there's a gradient. It's the only sort of gradient there is really.
I'm not going to do the gradient.
Dave, just look at this. See what I'm doing.
It's too hard.
It's not. You just dab it. You just smudge it a little bit, and make sure you get a little line there under the chin, and then you're in there like that. If this black might need 2 coats.
I think it will.
Okay, and then don't get too.
I almost messed it up.
This line's important because it's the top of her forehead. This line here, so you do need to start thinking that's forehead. So just so it doesn't go down straight down. Oh, Daisy, oh, it's all risky.
Okay, so let me see.
Oh, you lost it. Oh, she got it back. She's getting confused because which is black and which is white. Oh, I should have warned you, Dave. Oh, no, you should. I know I did. Naughty, aren't I?
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean it, no, I didn't mean it. You can take your time with this, we've got 20 minutes. 20 minutes, and we've still got 220 people.
That's good.
That's good, that is good. Apparently.
That's good.
Apparently, I mean, it's brilliant, isn't it? Because we're only doing it for a little bit of a giggle. But apparently, if we can get 300 people watching it consistently, then Facebook could start to think about giving us some money for advertising. So, exciting, isn't it? Here's the rain. Is that rain?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, so listen up everyone, this is the most important part. Most important part. We're going to try and get the facial features in. So you've all had a bit of a practice. Some of you have probably already done it and had a go, which is great. But you've just got to be really careful with this. Less is more, definitely. It's only tiny bits of shadow, and what happens is, in art, all the time, is your brain makes up the rest. Your brain makes up the difference.
Ooh,
So if you put your little eyes in here, and I'll do it all far too small to start with. I'll do it a little far too. Oh, so that's a bit of hair that's flying out there. And then I'll do this far too small, and then I'll do the nose far too small, and I'll do the lips far too small. See, it still looks okay, because your brain is making up the rest of it for you, and that. So what I'm saying is, don't go large, don't go large on the nostrils, and so that if we work our way up from the chin, just to explain what's what. This mark here is underneath your bottom lip. I think I said before in a class, almost always in normal light, the bottom lip is lighter than your top lip, and in this one, the bottom lip's white and the top lip is black.
Look.
Days, it's going really well. You just coloured in your bottom lip though.
No, you meant to, aren't you?
No.
No. Look.
Okay, I'll fix it for you.
No, look.
Yeah, you just want a bit. There you go. There. Is that better?
Yeah.
Don't normally do that, but you were working so hard on it. Okay, and then a little bit of the nose. Just keep looking at your reference when you're doing that bit. It's tricky, isn't it? Stand back and have a look at it, because it's when you're really close up, everything's more abstract. So if you stand back and have a look at it, so mine's really difficult to do because I'm doing it on an angle like this. I'm gonna have to go from the other side. Oh man, right. Right, okay, like that is it. So this is wrong. You can take off the black paint with the other end of your pen. 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 I want to get rid of that mark there because I've messed it, which is fine. And I'm going to concentrate. If there's a bit that you don't like doing or you're struggling with, just like don't get stressed out over it. Go and just do something else.
Granny and Papa here.
Yeah, Granny and Papa will be painting. I'm like, oh, I don't know what's going on with that nose. I'm just going to do something else. Just going to do a bit of an arm or something. Do something easy, and then
it's coming.
yours is going well, Daisy Doos. 20 minutes, 15 minutes left. Of course. Is that right? Yeah, loads of minutes, loads left. And of course, you can loads of minutes left. You can take your time on this, everybody at home. I've got to try and get it finished, but you lot can take your time. And do send in your photographs.
We will do, I think.
We will make a video.
On, Sunday.
The only photographs that don't make the cut on the video are ones that I don't know. They go blurry. So if you put them in Facebook and then you download it, sometimes they go a bit blurry. So it's best if you email it or WhatsApp it. And if it's got your little face in there, it'll definitely get in the video, blurry or not. Ta-da! One of those. They're the best ones because we want to see the people, don't they, Dave?
Yeah.
There's no point like showing a brilliant painting. We want to know who's painted it, don't we? Yours. Okay, so here she goes. I'm going to go speed painting. I'm going to go off. You lot take your time because it's just colouring in, and you can just see her coming through, and take your time here. Don't forget to leave these fingers. Oh, Daisy's looking good. Looking really good. Well, I don't think it's actually that hard. I think if you spend the time like doing the stencil properly and making sure that the paper doesn't slip and you've got the right tape and all of that.
It's easier if we shaded it in.
It's way easier if you shaded it in. That's why I said shade it in.
I couldn't be bothered.
You couldn't be bothered, could you? Thought you'd make it a bit harder for yourself.
I messed it up, just joking.
Is it okay so far still?
Yeah.
Do you think it's your finest work? Oh, it's good, Days. It's really good. Oh, see, I suddenly got bored then. I suddenly lost it. And I started just painting stuff without looking at the reference. And of course, I painted what should have been black, white. It doesn't really matter that so much down on the skirt, but it's still, you've just got to keep concentrating, especially around here. And less is more, remember, for this.
Here it is. I almost missed it.
There it is. She is on you. Don't let's forget the balloon, Days.
Oh my gosh, I almost forgot that.
I did one painting like a couple of weeks ago and we forgot a whole tree, didn't we? Someone commented in, so what about the massive tree? Oh yeah, good point. Hey, you can do the balloon whenever you like. If you're ready for balloon action, you can. You don't have to wait for me.
Normally I don't really care, but this one I kind of have to care.
What do you mean?
Like normally I don't really care and I just go for it.
You would, yeah, I know. You've been very well. What's the word? Restrained today, Daisy.
Well,
you
good.
normally like finished half an hour ago,
Yeah.
lying on the floor, filling your face with pot noodles.
Yep.
That's you, isn't it? Oh, look at lazy boy, big brush.
There we go.
The lazy boy, big brush.
I'm done.
Dave, that looks very, very cool. You didn't listen to me about the Right, let's show the people.
I still need to do
You need to do the balloon, and there's also another little bit. Look, just come around here. It's really good. You've done a great job. So here's Daisy's, right? What I said to her is, come around this way. Jump down. Come around here. You can't see. Come around here. Oh.
sorry.
What I said was, when you get to do this bit, the jaw, you can just feather it out and do this, and you get a nice kind of gradient. This is all beautiful, apart from this is like a real big black bit, isn't it? All we're going to do is, if yours went like Daisy's, and Daisy's only went like that because she chose to ignore me, didn't you, Katie? What you can do is let me just fix this for you. I need some white paint. There's some white paint. What you can do, this is probably dry now, so what you can do is you can just put a little bit of white paint on top, and then you've got that gradient again. That was a little bit of finger painting. You happy with that? You happy with me touching your work?
Yes.
You okay with that?
Yes.
I don't normally, it's only because it's you. You know what I mean? But look at that, it's doing a great job. So, once we're all at this stage, or you will get, or when you get to this stage.
What about my immediate Earhart?
What about Rabbit Earhart?
When are we
There's two more things to do. There's two more things to do. Let me explain what they are. Number one is probably not now, but I'm going to do it now anyway.
210
Is when
people.
what was I going to say? Yeah, when you've done your black, get some white paint, and you can paint out the white bits of the face. So you can, obviously, the drips are on the wall, so you can paint out the drips. Only if you want to. I think mine looks better with the drips slightly painted out like that. A nice little gradient on there. And then this one. What are you doing, Dave? Are you commenting now? Are you talking to the public? Dave?
Yeah.
Good. Just ask if everyone's alright. So that's that, really, with a bit of white paint. What time is it? Oh, good, we're all. We've nailed it 10 minutes ago. Not that many disasters that I know of. And we've still managed to keep 200 people's attention. 209. Okay, so there we go. We're just touching up the girl with a little bit of white paint in there. Oh, if it goes grey, then fine. Don't worry about it. If you want to do this with a Sharpie or a bit of a felt tip pen, then that's fine. That's what they do at school, isn't it? To get your attention.
Yeah.
Doesn't work here, does it? Okay. Well, I think we all know what to do next days, don't we? You've got 2 balloons to paint. All right. Okay. That doesn't look even that bad. Right, Days, stop commenting on the peoples. Thanks so much.
I said it was.
That says so.
much.
I know it says. Thanks so much.
Sorry, that was meant to say much.
Jump up there, get yourself some red paint and paint these big balloons. Now, is it a love heart balloon? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Or is it just a balloon?
It's a love heart.
Where's, I haven't even got the reference
It's
for
a
it.
love heart.
Okay.
I know it is.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to do a different sort of balloon. If you want to do a Stars and Stripes balloon, if you want to do...
I'm going to do a Stars and Stripes.
If you want to do a Union Jack balloon, if you want to do a big, I don't know, well, you could do, if you wanted, you could do a rainbow balloon. Why don't you do one rainbow balloon?
I know what
I'm going to do a red balloon. Cause,
I am going to do
what?
Loads of balloons.
Okay, you crack on then. Don't fall off that.
Yeah, I won't.
Okay. Okay, it's not rocket science this. Think about where she's pointing. She's lost a balloon. The balloon's going to be, the bottom of the balloon is going to be on this line here. This line here, right? I haven't got a reference, I don't know where it is. And it's a kind of love heart like that. Try and, if you can, and like I say, I haven't got the reference, leave a little chink of light there. If you're lucky, you get it right like that. Yeah, hold on a sec, just let me finish it. The bottom of the balloon base needs to be above this line. So you see this, you have to come round. God, you put it in your face. Come round. Can you just get in the hospital, please? See this line here, where her arm is? The bottom of the balloon is definitely got to be above that, because the balloon is not going to be down here. If she's reaching up there, the balloon can't be down here. So it's got, that's the lowest it can be. I mean, it can be higher. And you might need 2 coats to get through those drips. I think it had a bit of string on it, like a black bit of string.
No, it didn't.
Huh?
I swear it didn't.
No, it definitely did.
Sure?
Yeah. A little bit of black string attached to it like that. Boom! Nailed it.
There we go.
Right, so if the balloon, think about this one, Dave. If the balloon's floating off that way, your string wants to be a little bit this way, doesn't it?
There.
Wow, there's a good bit of rope on that one. Why don't you make your, because I think your string's like pretty thick there.
Yes.
If you made the balloon a lot bigger, if you've gone for a thick string like that one, it's fine. But if you make your balloon bigger, it'll make the string thinner, won't it? So go for a massive one there, Dave. Do that twice as big. No, way big. Go twice as big. Always dripping down as well. Now she's freestyling it. Let's have a little zoom in on. Hi, Clemency.
There we go. That good?
Yeah, decent. Don't. Oh, you got to. If it drips, you got to just let it drip, man.
No, I don't like that
You
drip.
don't like drips. You've been.
No, I don't like that drip.
Are we going to have... We can put some white paint on. Do you want me to white paint it off? I don't know where the white paint is, but here. I was fixing your stuff, but... Don't try and rub out your drips. Just go with it. There, that's
Take
it.
it off.
That's it. You're going to have some more on here? What about the little chink of light? You can put the chink of light in. You know, the highlight of it. Do you know what? There's hardly any comments, and I know there's 200 and something people. That means everyone's really concentrating on their. I could tell last week when we did Monet, it was like, yeah, this is easy. Higher. Do you want to see a Banksy, a Monet Banksy?
Yeah.
It's called Show Me the Monet. So last week, thanks everyone for sending the photos in last week. They were really cool. We did a brilliant gallery. It took me 3 hours, I think, to find them all, because some of them are in emails, but it's worth it. So we did, those of you that are new, we did Monet's Japanese footbridge. Beautiful oil paint, well, acrylic painting. Everyone did a cracking job. And actually what we're going to do next week is another impressionist. This one is going to be so cool. This is next week. We're going to do a Van Gogh's, and it's called Vase with Anemones. But if you look closely, we can fingerprint pretty much the whole thing.
Let's see.
It's going to be epic.
Oh, I love
We're going to fingerprint almost the whole thing. It's going to be so cool. Can't wait for next week. And there's no stencils, there's no tracing, there's no nothing. We're going to go straight in painting. But what I was meaning to say was, look at this. This is the Banksy Monet. It's called Show Me the Monet, and it's got a little cone in there. It's got some little shopping trolleys chucked in the pond. Have you seen this, Dave?
Is that Banksy?
That's a Banksy, yeah.
With money.
Well, no, he did a Monet version just for fun because he thought it was funny to put some shopping trolleys in there. So let's see how everyone's getting on. Wow, we've got 3 minutes.
I'm almost done.
All right. Right, Daisy Doos, you're going to have to do loads of shout outs now. You're going to have to go through all the comments from the bottom to the top and shout them all out because we haven't done much of that.
Done. Now I need to watch.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks, Fiona. This class went on the Banksy Facebook page. How cool is that? Oh, Days, look! You've got to be pretty pleased with that, haven't you?
Yeah.
Why don't you pretend this one here is a string and you can do a balloon here?
Yes.
I know, I'm full of ideas. Full of them. Right, everyone. Thank you very much. We've nailed it. It's 1:30. Thanks to everybody that bought a ticket on Eventbrite. It's free, the thing, but you can buy a ticket as a way of helping us do more of these things. So there's that, and everyone that does it, there's a PayPal link that is somewhere, so you can chuck us a couple of quid if you want to. Look at that, Daisy. Shall we have a look at Daisy's one? Don't forget to sign your paintings. Don't forget to sign it. You can sign it wherever you want. You can sign it with little initials down there. Or you're not doing a balloon for the flying rabbit.
Gosh, obviously.
Obviously. So I'm going to show you Daisy Doodle's one. This is good. Ta-da!
Sorry.
Well done, Daisy. Yeah, we like that one. You're getting good at this painting, Mark, aren't you? Here she comes with the flying rabbit heart. I can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, just thanks for tuning in, and we'll do the video. Send us all your finished paintings by Sunday night. That's your cut off, and I'll sort of collect them all and chuck them into a video, and then yeah, next week, same time, same place. We're going to be doing Van Gogh's Vase with Anemones. And if people are back at school, I think what we're going to do is Daisy's not at school yet, year 5. We're going to crack on with the Friday ones, and as soon as everybody goes back to school, fingers crossed, go back to school. We'll probably shift them onto Saturdays, so it'll end up shifting Saturday lunchtime. I think that's it.
That just covers up a little bit.
Oh, let me see. Come on, everyone wants to see this. What's wrong with that? It's special, that one. Look at that. Look, let me show you something, Daisy Doodles. I'm going to put the rabbit one in a frame, and we'll have a look at it.
Can I just comment?
No, not comment. You need to sit over here and say hi to all of the people. But we want, and give them a wave. No, not there. On here. Because we want to see you. Daisy. Daisy, listen. Up here. I'll tell you what, you can go down there and I'll do the...
Hello, Wendy. Oh, Lynn said Sunday.
Sunday.
I think she means for,
To do a class on a
Yeah.
Sunday. Yeah, Sundays are tricky though, aren't they? Well, they will be.
Maria, hello.
Right. Go off the floor, you little nigger.
What about pot noodle?
Yeah, pot noodle, kettle's on. Kettle's on though.
Yes!
Kettle's on. Stand up. Dave. Come on, we're nearly finished. You just got to You've got to do the shout outs. Every time you see somebody's name on the computer, give them a shout out, but also pretend they're here. Because they are here. Look.
Hello, Lynn.
There you
Hello,
go.
Karen.
There you go. And I'll scroll all the way up and get everyone in. There's
Hello,
loads.
Catherine. Hello, Junko. Oh, from Japan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, goody.
Thank you from Japan, and thank you, painting is wonderful. I hope. Hello, Maria. Oh, she said best session yet.
Oh, that's good. Thanks, Maria.
Hello, Susan. Hello, Anne. Hello, Lynn again. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Lynn. A different Lynn. Hello. I think it's Joni.
Olivia.
Olivia.
Jules.
Jules.
But you need to go scroll back up because there'll be
Tony.
loads more.
Tony. Becky. Sally. Shara.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sure it's Sarah.
Ash. Terry. Tracy. Lucy. Sarah. Oh my gosh, a new 2020 comments. Sarah. Oh, hi Emily. Age 7. She did the whole class. Thank you. Hello Camila. No, I need to go up again. Oh, hi Molly. Hi Joanne. Hi Pippa. Hi Maisha and Eshin. Hi Sophia.
Emily, age
Hi,
7,
Lily.
did the whole class, Dave. How
I
cool
know,
is
I
that?
just said that.
Oh, wicked, man.
Hi Catherine.
Good one, Emily.
Hi Julia. Hi Lily. Hi Lynn. Hi Elizabeth.
That's Elsie.
Oh,
That's Dexy. You go up, Dave. If you scroll up, I'll get the new ones.
No, but people sing new
Oh,
ones.
okay.
Hi Shara. Brilliant.
It's all gone quiet, Dave.
Hello Sarah. Hello Jane. Hello Emma. Oh, hi Bluebell. Hi Karen.
Hi, Lily.
Hi Evelyn and Grace. Hi Sophia. How did you do the paint run?
Oh, so that was we get a big-ish brush. And we have to have the canvas like that, and we just with lots of water, and we just dip it. We just dip it here, and if there's enough water, it'll just drop down.
You can post images. Look.
Oh yeah. No, you. Oh wow. How did you do that? I didn't think you could. Anyway, brilliant. That's good news.
Hello Jenny. Hello Shara. Hello Clemency. Oh, is there a session every Friday?
Every Friday.
Hello,
Nathan, hi.
Hello Camila. Hello Katie. Oh, hi Lucy and Katie. Hello Karen. Hello. Did you know doing colon capital P creates an emoji? I need to see that. Let's see. Look.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Thanks, Lynn.
Every day's a school day, Lynn. Thanks for that.
Hello, Karen. Hello, Lynn. Oh, hello, Imogen. It stopped. Stopped.
Hey.
It stopped. Oh, hi, Bluebell. Hi.
there's so many.
There's new ones.
Yeah, so as soon as I press stop, which will be in a minute, once people are
thanks,
shouting out.
Dexter.
As soon as I press stop, it
Hello,
will
Alice.
automatically upload to the
Hello,
page, so
Rebecca.
probably in about 10 minutes you can watch the whole thing
Gabriel
back.
and Maria in Cornwall. Hi Alice again. Any more shout outs?
Right, Dave, should we press save?
Any more shout outs?
There's Alice. Hi, Alice.
Oh, hi Kerry. Hi. Oh, bye Bluebell and Emma. Oh, I love this thing. Colon, capital P. Thanks, Lynn.
Did you get Arthur, Dave? Give Arthur a wave.
Hi Arthur. I love this so much. Oh, I'm gonna see if L does anything. No, that doesn't do anything. Oh, it doesn't do. Bye. I'm gonna see if A does anything. No, that doesn't do anything. What's next week?
Next week's Van Gogh.
Oh, next week's the name Van Gogh and the finger painting.
It's
Bye,
not all
Katia.
finger painting, but it is.
Capital P makes another one. Oh wait, capital P. What? Semicolon, capital P. Look!
What?
Semicolon, capital P.
Oh yeah, that is good. That, just if anyone's...
Do you know any
Still here.
others? Then?
Next week, that's what we're doing next week.
Oh, look, press that and then. Oh, thanks, Dexter. Yes! Bye, Sophia. Ooh, people have been sending in stuff.
Oh yeah?
Look what Bluebell did.
Let's have a look. Oh, Bluebell. Beautiful. Hey. Right, should we save it then, Dace?
Is there any
Hey,
other comments?
Huh?
Oh, hi Mia. Hi Vanny.
Shara, hello. And Mia.
Found some. Ooh.
Same time, exactly. Same time, same place. This
Yes.
is going to be so good. I can't wait to do this. It's going to be epic.
Dun, dun.
It's going to be the best painting session. It's going to be the freest one and probably the best paintings will be made with the least amount of stress.
Look what I
You
found.
found all the emojis?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Found the emoji. Look.
Cheers, Jackie.
I boom, 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 boom. Sorry, I'm just doing random emojis.
Mia's famous. You are famous.
Wait, so it says in the corner and then it says emoji and literally you can do any emoji.
Thanks, Wendy.
Yay!
How do I sell my paintings?
Semicolon brackets.
Ed Sumner Art.
Semicolon brackets. Oh, semicolon bracket. Oh, yay!
Dave, I'm going to end it.
No!
But then people want to catch up.
No. See?
Dave, we've only got 9% on that.
No, it's so fun.
Hello, Tony.
Hello. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to do sad face. I like happy face.
Thanks, Karen. Right, Dave, say bye. I'm going to have to end it.
No!
I'm going to end it. Dave.
Bye!
No, come on. proper goodbye. Daisy.